Welcome to another episode of Robbie Comics. My name is Robbie, and these are comics. Right, so we've got another good stack of books to go through today. Most of which, well, actually about half came from I pick up from my LCS, and then the rest are ones that I've got from just eBay auctions. So let's get through it. So we'll go through the eBay stuff first, just because there's some pretty cool stuff in the LCS collection there. Okay, so first of all, we've got Hulk issue 6, the Donny Cates 2022 series. First appearance of Titan Hulk. Really badass cover. I think I already have one of these, but it's always good to have a duplicate in the collection that I can potentially sell one day. So again, pretty crispy cover on that one. And then we've got a few more books to add to the Annihilation Conquests series that I've got. So we've got this one of Nova issue 4. Again, pretty nice. Nova issue 5. Annihilation Conquest. And then issue 6. It's a pretty awesome front cover. It's a good little display one, that one, I think. And then we've got issue 7. So yeah, so I thought I had all the Nova ones, but I saw these online. I didn't recognize the covers, so I need to grab them and read them and see what happens with that. I think it's just like an expansion on the Nova series of the Annihilation Conquest run for him. So we'll see how that goes. And then next we've got House of Slaughter issue 1 from the Something is Killing the Children sort of world. Again, from Boom Studios. I can't remember this character's name, but I think this is basically it's a key because it's kind of like his origin and it's book 1 of the House of Slaughter series. But it does it's kind of I guess it's almost like the prequel to Something is Killing the Children. So, but yeah, I do have I think it's a Virgin Chrome variant of this one, or shiny variant of this one already. But I kind of wanted the like the original version of it, so that's going to be a nice little addition to the collection. And then a little bit of bronze, well, 90s stuff, bronze, and I think maybe a Silver Age book as well. So we've got issue 1 of Wonder Man. The poster is still inside it, which is awesome. Obviously there's been a bit of a spec around Wonder Man over the last few days, so I thought I'd pick this one up, and I didn't pay through the nose for it or anything. I think it's only a couple of quid, which I was quite happy to grab. So that's definitely one to hold on to, see what happens with the character, and potentially sell at a later date, which is awesome. Then I've started to expand from the Incredible Hulk into Tales to Astonish, so I managed to pick this one up over the weekend. So this is Tales to Astonish 65. This is a key because I believe it's the new sort of appearance of Giant Man's like new suit or new costume. So but yeah, obviously it's the sort of prequel, the run up to the Incredible Hulk series, so I thought I'd grab it. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. It looks like there's a bit of like an old sticker glue thing at the top there, and obviously got this big rubber stamp across the middle, but I think that kind of makes it look a bit cooler. But yeah, apart from that, it looks pretty good. Quite happy with that one. And then we, of course, got a couple more Hulks here. So we've got Hulk 107 with the Mandarin. This one looks a little bit faded. It looks like it might have been in the sun or something, or on display for too long. but yeah, but still cool front cover with the Mandarin. Scent variant as well, which is really useful. And it's in pretty good condition. There's a little bit of a chunk taken out on the top of the comic there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh my god, I'm making this worse. Okay. But otherwise, yeah, pretty good shape considering its age. And then we've got Incredible Hulk issue 115 with the leader on the front cover there. This is listed on Key Comic Collectors, but not for anything specific other than it's just a herb trim front cover. So kind of classic Marvel artist there, but yeah, still a good one to add to the collection. And then moving on to the more modern stuff, pretty much all these are pickups from my LCS. So we've got issue 1 of Junk Rabbit. Really interesting comic. It's kind of taking the stance of when the world basically can't recycle stuff anymore. You just got these pockets of civilizations made up of the junk and the rubbish, and obviously got all the rich and powerful people that are living in biodomes, and yeah, there's this junk rabbit character who's like a folklore almost, who protects the people in the junk places or junk villages or cities, and basically kills people that sort of threaten their existence. So yeah, so issue 1 was kind of weird. I'm not too sure if I'll stick with it, but I might get issue 2 just to see if it gets any better. And yeah, but it was a little bit brutal towards the end, so quite happy with that. But yeah, I'm not too sure if this is one I'll stick with, but still an interesting concept. And then we got Doctor Strange issue 1. This is following directly on from the Strange series. If you haven't read that, I would highly recommend it. It's so good. But yeah, this is basically following Clea and Doctor Strange. Basically, they are back together. Obviously, Doctor Strange comes back to life. Spoiler alert. and yeah, so they're kind of like teaming up and keeping all the magical things in check. But yeah, this I can't remember the character's name, but basically some leader of a different dimension gets killed, and it looks like Doctor Strange and Clea are going to be set up basically as the fall guys for that character's murder. So I imagine it'll be a case of them trying to figure out who did it and go from there. But yeah, but still, it's going to be a fun ride. I think it's going to be a good story, so I'll keep with that. I think we're getting close to the end of this series, but it's issue 9 of Grimm. You've got this new character on the front cover who's kind of like a guardian of one of the 7 guardians of hell. And again, it's just more about the main character coming to terms with the fact that she is actually Death's daughter and has to take over the mantle of Death. But obviously a bit of teenage angst, and then she doesn't really want to do it. So, but yeah, I'm still not massively enjoying this comic, but I think I've come this far, so I might as well keep going, so see how it ends and towards the end of the series there. So make sure it actually ends on a good note, maybe. I think this is the second to last issue of the Poison Ivy series. Again, this was kind of like a nice-ish issue. You find out that Poison Ivy's got more abilities, where she can kind of control people that have been infected with these Lambia spores that she was initially going to sort of wipe out the human race with. And she can also travel through the mycelium network now, which was kind of cool. Great little scene where her and her crew were about to get run over by a truck, and then she just realizes that she could do that, so that's kind of cool. Quite an interesting ability to have, but yeah, still enjoying that one. Secret Invasion issue 5. I don't know if this is the last issue in this run. It kind of ends, but it kind of doesn't. Don't want to give too much away, but yeah, it's kind of like an ambiguous ending in this issue, so it might still continue, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. So, but again, if you like the espionage stuff, definitely recommend this one. It's kind of cool. And then I was obviously a little bit behind with picking up these, but we've got issue 10 and 11 of the SheHulk run. Again, more drama with Jack of Hearts. He seems to be getting his powers back and becoming sort of less human and more like his old self, which is kind of interesting. There's a hilarious thing where SheHulk and a few other like super strong characters are like joining a fight club to vent. So you've got like Ben, and a couple of Luke Cage I think is involved as well, and so yeah, there's a few of the hilarious people in the like superhuman fight club almost, but yeah, but still, it's still an enjoyable run. I'm still kind of liking it. It's nice and chill, so it's good. But yeah, interesting to see what happens with Jack of Hearts. And then lastly, we've got issue 7 of Edge of the Spiderverse, which I think it does end on this book, but it might then traverse into a different series, or might keep going with the Spider-Man run, but no longer part of the end of the Spider-Verse, for obvious reasons. But the main reason why this one is blowing up is because of a new character that was released, and I was able to get the variant of the cover. So you've got Spider-Boy, which is a really interesting character. He kind of just springs up out of nowhere, and doesn't really get much interaction. But so spoiler alert, I'm just going to show you guys this kind of interaction in the comic, so you guys can see and sort of see for yourself. I'm not averse to opening this book, so let me just grab that one real quick. Yeah, if you don't want to get spoiled, I guess we'll go to the end of the video. But essentially, after killing Morlun, all the spiders basically start coming back, and they are able to not become, I guess, infected by the main villain. I can't remember her name, but they basically become back to normal now. And then all these spider people start coming back to some kind of reality. So, for example, this person here, or one of these spider variants, who was helping Silk, actually then becomes the Amazing Spider-Man, which is kind of cool. And then the Scarlet Spider comes back, obviously Ben Reilly, and then Spider-Boy pops up, which is interesting because everyone's just like, I have no idea who this guy is. Like, where is he from? What's happening? And it's kind of interesting because he does say that he's been like part of, he's helped loads of people and he's been part of the Spider-Verse for ages, but obviously he must have been killed off quite early on in the Spider-Verse world. And so he's just like, cool, I'm Spider-Boy, and everyone's like, yeah, I don't really know who you are. And then he just literally disappears. He's just like, all right, I'm gonna go, bye. So yeah, so I thought it was kind of funny, but yeah, I don't know if anything's gonna really happen with him. I just got the variant because at the time it was just a spoiler variant. So I was kind of interested to see how it was going to be a spoiler variant. But it turns out it's just the spoiler of Spider-Boy is now a thing, a character, which I can see him being utilized in maybe a film or like a TV show, because he's a small kid, so it kind of appeals to the younger generation of Spider-Man people. So yeah, so we'll see what happens to him. So that's it for today. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like what I'm doing, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Please drop a comment down below. It really helps the channel out. And yeah, let me know what you think of Spider-Boy. Whether you think he's going to be quite a prominent character in the Spider-Man verse, or if he's going to potentially just be a one and done kind of character. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see if he's going to become the next big thing. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. So, but as always, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching. Stay crispy, and peace out.